Right now, the Golden State Warriors are on the outside looking in at the NBA playoffs. And to be honest, that is an accomplishment in itself. That speaks volumes to how amazing Stephen Curry has been this season. Because the more I look at the Warriors roster, the more I tell myself, this roster is simply not good. It's a roster that has talent, but that talent hasn't put everything together. I said this in my last Warriors video, and here I am yet again making another Warriors video, saying the same thing. You guys saw what happened last night against the Los Angeles Clippers. Yeah, we have to talk about that. Now, before anybody overreacts, no, I don't think this is the end of the Golden State Warriors. And look, I'm not sure what's going to happen when Stephen Curry becomes a free agent, but what is fun is talking about the possibilities and what this Warriors team can be going forward. Now, before we go any further, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications because you will not want to miss another Get Like Hoop video. And that's facts. If you guys enjoy my content, the chances are you'll enjoy my streams. The link to my stream is going to be in the description below. In that same description, you'll find the link to my football channel, a channel that I strongly advise you guys to check out if you like NFL football. Starting next Monday, I should be streaming with a face cam, with a green screen. It's going to be fun. Also, starting around next Wednesday, I'm going to go 110% harder on my football channel, and I want you guys to be a part of the process. And since you guys have been supporting the channel so hard, I'm going to start doing some giveaways for Noti Gang. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys would like to see given away. Am I worried about the Warriors' future? No shot. You see this on the screen right here. You see Minnesota projected to pick number 1. Well, here's the thing. There's no guarantee that the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to pick number 1. If the Minnesota Timberwolves don't pick inside of the top 3, they lose their pick. They have less than a 50% chance of picking inside the top 3. If you're a Timberwolves fan, that's incredibly scary because you're the worst team in the NBA. You've shown promise, you have good players, but you might not get your pick for what has been an absolutely terrible season. We could end up looking at the D'Angelo Russell trade as one of the greatest finesses of all time if the Golden State Warriors are able to get inside the top 5 of this NBA draft. Even if they just get that pick, I have to say, phenomenal trade for the Golden State Warriors. On the other side of things, I really do feel bad for D'Lo, Karl Anthony Towns, and the rest of that Minnesota Timberwolves squad because they truly do deserve a better product than that has been put on the floor. Watch out for Jaden McDaniels though. If you're sleeping, you're going to eventually have to wake up. He's got that type of potential. Misused in college. That could make for a great story going forward in the NBA. Another reason that I'm not worried about the future of the Golden State Warriors is James Wiseman. Now, my last Warriors video, I talked about the prospects of the Warriors getting LaMelo Ball. While that would have been great, James Wiseman hasn't been this horrific big that everybody envisions him to be. Yesterday, he showed a ton of upside. He was one of the few bright spots for a Golden State Warriors team that needs many more of them. I don't think this is a Warriors team that needs to go out and hit a home run. I think this is a team that needs depth in the biggest of ways. I don't know how you can look at their roster and think anything else. Depth and shooting. While the Golden State Warriors are shooting near the middle of the pack for three-point percentage as a team, that's largely in part due to Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry accounts for 1/3 of all Warrior threes. He's shooting 12 threes per game and he's hitting 41% of them. Somebody, anybody, please get Stephen Curry some help. This man has been flat out dominant this season, while the rest of the Warriors squad has left something to be desired. Everybody was talking about this clip from yesterday, where Stephen Curry showed visible frustration. If you ask me, Steph has every right to be.
In that timeout, Reg, we saw this, an impassioned Steph Curry.
This frustration from Steph came during the third quarter timeout, where the Warriors trailed the Clippers by 24 points. Steph followed up his frustration by saying, "The guys that really want to be great, they take everything personally." And Steph's right. The wild thing is that after Steph showed this frustration, things didn't necessarily get better. A lot of times this season, it's felt like Steph has been the only warrior on the floor that cares about going out and winning a basketball game. Steph's gone on record multiple times this season, voicing his frustration with his Warriors teammates. He said before, we need to win immediately. He said before that our team's IQ isn't where it needs to be. He said before, and quote, "When the games are in the margins for us this year, the common theme is certain 3 to 4 minute windows we don't play with the right intentions. And when that happens, certain teams who can shoot the ball across the board can blow a game wide open." Steph's used to playing with Klay. He's used to playing with KD. He's used to playing with guys that can flat out light it up from deep. The Warriors starting lineup consists of Draymond Green, 22% from 3. Andrew Wiggins, now below 35% from 3, which is major because during one time of this season, Andrew Wiggins was shooting 40%. He's gone cold. Kevon Looney, like below 35%. Kelly Oubre, this guy's shooting like 32% from 3. The Warriors lineup lacks a lot of things. One of those things, guys that can put the ball in the basket while being high impact players on the other side of the floor. And it gets a lot worse when you look at their second unit. In the second quarter versus the Los Angeles Clippers, I couldn't believe my eyes. Steve Kerr went to a lineup that consisted of Nico Mannion, Juan Toscano-Anderson, Oubre, Pascal, and Kent Bazemore. While it's a lineup that has potential, it's a lineup that shows the Warriors' lack of depth. I like Nico, but I'm unsure of him being a pure point guard. And also, I'm unsure of the Warriors' playmakers in this lineup as a whole. But of course, that would take us back to the lack of playmakers on the Warriors roster as a whole. You want to know what's truly scary? Kerr stayed with this lineup as Kawhi checked back into the game to join Paul George. The Clippers are the Clippers. They're a great team. Losing to them is no shame. But it's always about how you lose to a team, not the fact that you lost, at least in my opinion. The Clippers' matchup zone was cooking, especially in the second quarter. But if you ask me, a zone should never be a viable source of defense for any Stephen Curry-led team. Hey, the Clippers are versatile though. I wish they had more shot blockers, but no team is perfect, right? I think the Clippers may shock some people in the playoffs this season. While the Warriors are 8th in bench points, I tell you that just looking at these stats don't tell you the full story. Watch the games. This team needs more vets, more playmakers, more defenders, and more size. I would have loved for the Warriors to make a play for a player like Schroeder this offseason. But hey, all things considered, I still have faith in this team. I think Jordan Poole has promised. He just needs more minutes. Also, maybe find a way to get Jeremy Lin on the floor in Golden State. Look, I don't know. I'm just a guy that makes YouTube videos. In the comments below, tell me what you guys think could really help out the Warriors. Have you guys looked at the 2022 free agency class? I don't think Steph ever leaves Golden State. But if he did, this class is loaded. Clicking the video on the screen right now is a great way to support my channel. I'm Get Like Coop, bringing you guys the scoop until our next upload.